Welcome to HKB. Today's episode, we're taking a look at a rather special release from Cineasia, and it is Raging Fire from 2021. So, if you're new to Hong Kong Blu-Rays, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. I'm Leon.
I'm Shaz.
And today we're going to be taking a little dive into the Cineasia release of last year's Raging Fire, starring Donnie Yen. We were extremely lucky getting this copy from Cineasia for purposes of unboxing and review and, a little show on social media. So folks, we will talk about all of that, and also we'll have a little word at the end about competition for this copy, which we had pre-ordered from Savvy and will be up for grabs in a competition. So stay tuned to the end of the episode and we will give you the details on what you need to do for that. Right, so Shaz, they sent us a little bit of paperwork. Would you like to read out the specs for our listeners and viewers?
Definitely.
Great.
So, Raging Fire is Cineasia's first 4K release, which is really nice. So the disc, there's two discs. There's a 4K disc and also a Blu-ray, which I believe is Region B, isn't it?
That's right. We have a Region B Blu-ray, but 4Ks are all Region 3 as far as we know.
Yeah. The sound is in DTS Master Audio 7.1, and then there's a 2.0 Cantonese audio, English subtitles. On both discs, there are 6 making of featurettes. We checked those out, didn't we?
We did, yeah.
A few minutes each, sort of thing, weren't they? There's 3 trailers on both discs. There's also 4 behind-the-scenes little features, but that's only on the 4K disc.
Yeah.
And there's a lovely little collectible booklet featuring new writing on Benny Chan and some of the stars of the film. So that's really nice.
This is the booklet. Back of it. And inside, you've got the notes. Some little tributes as well. Nice imagery. Very nice collector's piece. And if I show you the inside, we have 4K disc here.
That's the Blu-ray.
And if you take a look at this lovely collector's tin, it's really nice and glossy. You've got Donnie Yen on the one side and Nicholas Tse on the other. And on the interior, the epic fight scene at the end of the film between Donnie and Nicholas. So that is really, really rather nice. Beautiful presentation on this. Yeah, this is a very nice collector's piece. We're extremely happy to have it. And I feel, as we've done the unboxing, we should talk about maybe the disc first this time around, you think? Okay. So we've got the 4K. We've got a 4K player, so we've watched it in 4K. And we're not as technical as some people. Like there's a new channel started up. So shout out to Times Square Kung Fu. That guy really knows the nitty gritty about color grading, technical specs and everything. So keep an eye out for his channel. And I think he said it could have had slightly better grade of picture technically on this disc when I was like chatting with him. But from our perspective, we're just like film collectors, and when we look at it, is there anything distracting? Am I happy with the picture? Wow, I mean, the 4K on this was stunning, wasn't it? yeah, I really, really was impressed with the picture and the sound as well. We have Sonos set up and it sounds pretty dynamic. What did you think, Shaz? Were you impressed with this one?
I was really impressed. Yeah, I had no problems at all with it. I was completely engrossed in the film, you know, from the picture, the sound. Yeah, it was just fantastic.
Yeah, it is a nice disc. And we checked out the Blu-ray too. And yeah, I mean, you know, most people ain't going to spot the difference between Blu-ray and a 4K because, you know, the Blu-rays are presented so well. So if you don't have a 4K player, the Blu-ray on this is fantastic too. Yeah, then the making of and everything, you know, they're just tiny little features, but they're really, really good ones, you know, and it's so nice to see behind the scenes. And as we lost like Benny Chan last year, which was tragic, it was beautiful to see him on the set there, working with Donnie, working with Nicholas.
Yeah.
And it looks like they had a lot of fun, didn't it? There was like little things like the scene where Donnie's giving it, I want to see more pain, because he's obviously doing the fight sequences, and then he sees it on the screen and you just see his face light up. So yeah, that was fantastic to see. I feel like these editions have been well selected for this release, you know? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, we really enjoy watching the little extras, and it was really interesting how some of it was CG that we had no idea was CG, because you saw how it was all put together, and it was just crazy. Like, I'm like, oh my goodness, so that wasn't actually really there, or
yeah, I mean,
the CG was just fantastic as well, wasn't it?
And some big sets that they
Yeah.
built for it, and yeah, we was completely blown away. It just felt like a bit of an idiot, really. I'm like, how on earth did I not notice that? You know, but that shows what a good job the filmmakers did of creating this world for this film. So yeah, you know, for us, this is a lovely package. We personally highly recommended it, and I think we're going to score the package on this one 4 stars. Sublime. Really good job, guys. Right, so now we're going to talk about the film. And we have a synopsis that we were sent, so we feel it's only right to read it out. So away you go, Shaz.
Okay. While conducting a raid to arrest a drug lord, police encounter a group of masked thugs. In a violent act of sabotage, the gang steals the drugs and murders the police officers on the scene. Arriving late, Inspector Chung, Donnie Yen, is devastated to see the brutal aftermath, discovering the cop killers are led by No, Nicholas Tse, his former protege. Once a rising star in the police, who was driven to a life of crime, he now bears a grudge. As their fates become entangled again, a score will be settled once and for all. Packed full of exhilarating action and Yen's signature world-class fight scenes, Raging Fire is one of the best Hong Kong movies of recent times, and a throwback to the golden age of action cinema.
So, that's quite a nice little written piece there. Do you think it sums it up well?
I think it does, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have to confess, when I went to see this, I was so enamoured of it. It did put me in mind of all those sort of 80s, 90s, particularly the 90s sort of Hong Kong action. You know, it was relentless, but it also was super well acted. It wasn't just like a 90s Hong Kong film, it's like an evolution of a 90s Hong Kong film. I feel like Benny Chan left us with a masterpiece for me personally.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah?
I really agree, because it was so spectacular on so many different levels. Not only did you have all the brilliant action, you know, the fight scenes, all of the explosions and things, the acting was superb as well. I remember there was a scene where Donnie, like in the court, and he looked so conflicted, and you could really feel you know,
he's in a turmoil.
yes, about what he has to say to do what he knows is right, but also the impact of what he says. And yeah, I just really felt the acting was so strong in this as well.
Yeah, I think that's really important to mention, because we've noticed a lot of people mention Nicholas Tse and his acting in this, which is fantastic. For me, he's on a par with like Heath Ledger playing the Joker in Batman. He really amps it up big star.
I think that's easier to do when you have, you know, like a baddie character.
Yeah.
It's more fun to play maybe, so you can put more into it.
Yes, whereas what Donnie had to do in this was a lot more subtle. And he was equally as good, in our opinion. We, you know,
definitely
blown away by Donnie's performance in this. He really takes it to the next level, and I really feel that he's been underrated as an actor, you know. They just dismiss him as the action guy, the kung fu guy. No, you know, open up your eyes a little bit and see what's going on. There's serious performances going on in this film, and he bats it out the park. You know, he really does. But you know, saying that, it takes more than one man to make a film, and this is a good cast.
Yes.
We got our good old friend in there, Kenny Wong, who you know, we're quite keen on him. You know, we've seen him in one of our Christmas picks recently, Men on a Dragon.
Yeah.
Good fun actor. I quite enjoyed him in this. Did you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Yeah, so he was good. And there's also Ray Loy in this film. He's the cop that, you know, is victim to betrayal at the beginning of the film. So it is more of an extended cameo. But it's really nice to see some chemistry between him and Donnie when they're on screen together, like good friends in the film. And you know, it shows. It's good moments that he has with him, and you know, it's a good setup for the film later on.
Yeah.
And it's really nice because obviously Ray Loy has worked with Donnie before. He's worked with him in Flashpoint, and a nice little fun fact as well. They both got to play the crippled Hull character. Ray Loy originally in the 90s in To Be Number One, which had Amy Yip in it as well, and then and then we got Donnie playing crippled Hull in Chasing a Dragon with Andy Lau. So that's just a nice little fun fact, you know. And these are both great actors. And moving on to Nicholas Tse. Oh my God, he was good in this, wasn't he? And not, you know, to reverse things, not just on the acting level, his action in this.
Yeah.
What a villain did he make for Donnie?
Fantastic villain. Ooh.
Yeah. You know, and to be fair as well, I think they broke my theory of the 3 stages of a Donnie Yen fight. This goes a little bit beyond that, because it's not like Donnie ever grabs control of the Yen fight of this, and you know, the usual cocky side.
Yeah.
It's to the hilt, panic, not knowing which way it goes, right to the very end. And I think that added a little extra dynamic for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, very evenly matched.
Yes.
At the end.
Yes, it was very well done, and there's, you know, it's not just about that fight. You've got a really, really good car chase in this film, and you know, some of the CG and the sets built for that, fantastic. There's an absolutely insane shootout, which really reminds me of the Michael Mann film Heat. You know, really realistic and really kinetic. Really love this. You got any more words you want to chuck on about this film? I know you quite like some of the camera work in it.
Yeah, the angles and everything. I thought it was brilliant. There was also a little cameo from Simon Yam, which was quite nice, wasn't there?
Yes, I nearly forgot
Enjoyed
that.
that.
Yeah, that was a great sequence actually.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, really nice.
Yeah, Mr. Cool, and he's always cool. Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot to recommend this film. If you're a Hong Kong movie fan, especially of, you know, that sort of golden era, we really feel like this is one for you. I mean, I'm going to score this one 9 out of 10. Loved it when we went to cinema to see it in Bristol. Loved watching it on the 4K again, and I'm going to love it next time I watch it.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm going to score this 8.5. same as you, loved it at the cinema. Couldn't wait to get it, you know, when it came out here on, you know, Blu-ray. Yeah.
So there you go, folks. A super high recommend on this one. Right, so as promised, we're going to talk a little bit about competition. So, if you like what we said, you really fancy a chance to win this, it's quite simple. A, you must definitely be subscribed to our channel, and that means subscribe for the long haul, not just I'm going to subscribe so I can win a copy of this film. You know, I see a lot of that going on. But yeah, subscribe to the channel. We will put names in a hat, but in order for your name to go into the hat, you have to do one of a few things. You can either post on Twitter, Facebook or Instagram, and what we want you to post is a little message and tag us. That's important, don't forget to tag us, about what you would like to see next from our channel, what you would like to see me and Shaz do, deliver, any ideas you have, you know, we would be really grateful for. So, you know, for each bit of social media, you get one name in a hat. So if you did Twitter, Facebook and Instagram, that's 3 names in a hat. If you want to go a step further and you want to do a little video telling us what you'd like to see from our channel, you can do one video, and it can either be on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram stories, and for that you will get 3 names in a hat. So to be clear, the maximum amount of names you can have in a hat for this competition are 6. So that's what you want to do if you want to be in with a chance of winning this. And at the time of recording this, we'd already put up a little notice on social media about the competition, and so far nobody's entered, so you're probably gonna stand a pretty good chance, you know. It doesn't matter where you live, you know, if your name gets pulled out the hat, we will send it to you. The only thing to bear in mind is if you only got Blu-ray player, it's region B for the Blu-ray, so you would need multi-region player, and we do have a video which you can find on our channel which tells you all about multi-region players.
So if you're eager to get yourself a copy of Raging Fire, the Steelbook we have is a Zavvi exclusive. It's $21.99 plus postage. The standard sort of Blu-ray edition is available from other sellers like HMV and Amazon, etc. That would be about £13 and maybe delivery on top of that as well.
You can also get DVD copies of this, and we will put purchase links for, you know, various different stores, so you can just click on those and go ahead and make a purchase. We'd both like to give a huge shout out to Cineasia, and in particular Mike, who helped set us up with this 4K edition, this Steelbook of Raging Fire. Thank you very much, guys. We really do appreciate it very much.
We hope you've enjoyed today's episode, our Raging Fire special. If you did, be sure to give us a like, and good luck in our competition.
And if you haven't yet, please subscribe to our channel. Make sure you get all of our great future content. We hope to see you guys next time. And remember, folks, be true and buy the blue.